So I feel like a failure all the time, every day. I'm only 29, a little young to feel like a failure. I do anyway, because I have friends at 29 who are doing remarkable things with their lives that I'm not doing. Like I have friends at 29 who are buying houses. My friend Allison called me up the other day. She's like, Jake, I'm buying a house. I was like, I didn't know we were allowed to do that. That's awesome. Like, that's really cool. She's like, yeah, I have a 30-year fixed rate, no IRA penalty, and I'm getting $8K back from Obama on the stimulus package. And I was like, wow, Allison, I am thrilled for you that you know what that stuff means. Because I ate yogurt with a fork today. We're having fun. All right. I'm a white person, so I'm clinically depressed. Thank you very much. Very proud of it. Very proud of it. Sometimes I get depressed for vain reasons, though, which I'm not so proud of. Like last winter, I got depressed because I could just tell that I was gaining weight, and I just really feel like, right. I'm like, right. I don't know. I knew that I was gaining weight because my belt stopped fitting around my neck the same way that it used to. Uh-oh, what are we doing, huh? Uh-oh. Are we telling jokes? Uh-oh. Is that a suicide joke or a masturbation joke? What's the difference? Uh-oh, we're dying. We're having fun. Oh man, I think everyone's crazy. Everyone, especially people who live in LA. A lot of people don't want to admit that they're crazy, but if you live in LA and you drive a car, you're out of your mind. So let's say you're driving your car, totally normal, you're totally relaxed, listening to something we can all like Phoenix. Who doesn't love that, you know? Oh boy. And then someone cuts you off and you're like, did you just cut me off? I will slit your neck. Are you kidding me? I work at a chandelier store. Ellie is very tough for me. I will fuck your wife. I will kill your mother. I will eat your cat, okay? I love cats. I'm a vegetarian, but I will still fucking eat your cat. Don't you ever cut me off. I will hunt you down and fucking murder you. And then literally all that person in front of you has to do is roll down the window, put up their arm to say sorry, and you're like, seems like a good guy. I don't know what the problem is.
It was funny, on the way home from the breakup, I actually got pulled over by a cop who thought I was drunk, which was hilarious, because like I've never been drunk, I've never done any drugs. Someone offered me weed once, they were like, Taylor, just try it, okay? It will open your eyes, you will learn things about yourself. And I'm like, yeah, no thank you. I already know I like Taco Bell. Don't need it. This cop did not believe me though. He just kept asking me, he's like, how much have you had to drink? Have you been drinking? Are you drunk? And finally I was just like, no, I'm not drunk. I'm a little sad. Is there a sad driving test? I don't even know what that would look like. Like instead of a breathalyzer, they just have you sigh into a harmonica. If it's on pitch, like you can't go home, too sad. Can't have that on the road.
Coming around as a whole, people coming around to the idea of depression. I think we didn't believe in mental illness because white people took it so serious. They were like, that shit look corny. I ain't going. Be sad, chemical. Fucking these niggas. That's how we felt originally, but now we're like, oh, this is some real. Like my mom, she didn't believe that shit. When I first started comedy, all comics are losers. So like, when I first started comedy, comics used to come up to me like, hey Jack, I'm depressed. I don't feel worth it as a person. What should I do in my life? They'd be like, I don't know, nigga, go do a cartwheel on some grass. But then they started fucking chewing away at me, and I felt the same shit, bro. Like I remember, I had to call my mom, very educated woman, bunch of master's degrees, principal. I was like, hey mom, I'm depressed, yada yada this, yada yada that. And she went, ha, ironic that I got a C-section just so 24 years later my son could come out of pussy. And then she just hung up the phone. And I just sat there for a second, I was like, damn man. My mom is funny as hell, boy. She got the juice. She got the shit. That was good. The timing, the everything was there. I like you. You seem to get me, but you're like, there's some things that fly with and some things that don't. But I'm enjoying the time being had. How old are you?
Me?
Mm-hmm. 23, yeah. Not in a weird way, but just like, she's right there. Like, no one talk. Your early 20s are fun as shit. You feel invincible. You feel like you could never die. You feel like I'm a legend. I'm an icon. Nothing can touch me. Then you hit about 23, 24. You're just like, I don't even know if I know how to read anymore. I don't know what happened, bro. I was so confident. Now I just see, no one tells you, you be in the middle of a motherfucking Target looking for pillows. You just like, oh, all this is bullshit. None of this is worth anything. I'm just in a void. That's wild. Like, your parents don't prepare you for a world of just being, that's why there's so much anxiety with people. That's why everyone's be nervous and shit, because no one teaches no one that's okay to not know. You don't know, that's fine. No one, we always teach our kids dumb shit. Brush your teeth, wear a condom. That shit. Whatever. We should be tucking in our kids. Hey, good night, baby. You're my queen, you're my princess, and you're my star. But I just want to let both of you guys know that one day, randomly, you're going to both know that neither of you matter. And nothing around you matter. You're kind of just floating through a space that we've kind of cultivated to a point that we think it makes sense. But really, we should just be fucking and raping and pillaging. But we just decided to make it a stable universe because niggas didn't like that. And so now we're just kind of here. So, you know. Good night.
Having a panic attack, kind of, because of you. Fucking sweating. I thought I'd wear a hat and jacket and look cool. Now I just want to shit my pants. I'm so fucking hungover, and this is crazy. This is like playing a video game on the hard level of like, hey, you think you're okay at stand-up? Well, we'll throw this crazy lady who likes you at your fucking... Do you go to therapy? No, not like in a bed. I go to therapy. Do you go to therapy? Now she shuts up, see? Let the fucking pros handle it, huh? Ask her a question that rocks her at her core, huh? You a good mother? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Shit, man. I'm here to forget about life a little bit, all right? Talk about beating people up with a dildo, man. I don't want to fucking face the reality of life. I see a therapist. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna have to talk to my therapist about this on Tuesday. That's what happens. I go to my therapist and I talk to her a lot of times either about how I get in fights at Starbucks, because I defend the workers there. I think they're good people, and people yell at them, and I go, why don't you leave it the fuck alone, man? You think he wanted to really mess up your coffee to ruin your fucking day? And they're like, you got a problem? I'm like, I would love to have a problem right now. And then they're like, please, calm down. And then I get a free coffee, but it's great. They act like they're mad at me, and then the guy leaves. They're like, that was great, thank you. But anyway, I don't know. No, I won't talk to my therapist about you. But I do see a therapist. If you see a therapist, that's great. If you need to see one, go see one. They're fantastic, right? I think I'm my therapist's favorite, which I know is fucked up, right? I know you're not supposed to think that, but I think when my therapist goes through her calendar and sees my name, she's like, oh, fuck yeah, Marty's coming today, right? Like, she's excited. She's excited. She wants to hear about my adventures in the world, right? She gave me a great tip, though. She said, listen, you got depression. A great way to fight depression is to join a gym, okay? It's good to fight depression. So I joined Export Gym here in Chicago, right? But when I was signing up, the personal trainer guy, he was wearing like the full sweatsuits. You know, this guy was fucking in shape, right? He goes, you gotta get our platinum package. It's a little expensive, but it's worth it. He's like, you can have a personal trainer at any time you want. We're gonna set your meal plans for you, okay? Also, unlimited tanning. Then he like went like this, like he blew my mind, right? Unlimited tanning. I was like, yeah, I don't know what about me screams unlimited tanning, but I don't need it, right? I go, listen, I don't want to bother you, but I just want to pay the $14.95 a month. There was a guy in the middle of Ashland Avenue almost getting murdered by buses and cars, flipping the Little Caesars $14.95 workout sign. I'm like, he's risking his life. That's the deal I want. Then the guy got all dejected. He's like, fine. Whatever, you can have that one. And as he was filling it out, he was just like, just so you know, if you only pay $14.95 a month, you can only come to this location. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably not even gonna come to this location.
We have drugs on now for everything. We've become such wimps. We have drugs on now for muscle cramps. I saw the commercial, this lady's like, oh, my arm hurts. And they're like, oh, take a Lycopene. And I swear to you, one of the side effects was suicidal thoughts. I swear to God. Suicidal thoughts for a cramp. She got a cramp. I was like, dude, I got an idea. Instead of Lycopene, why don't you try this once in a while, you know? Why don't you stretch out? Maybe you won't have to worry about blowing your brains out over a muscle cramp. Suicidal thoughts. That means if you take Lycopene, you got to take like antidepressants, but one of the side effects of antidepressants is muscle cramps. So I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do, but you got to do like every other day. Like, am I more sad today? Am I more stiff? I don't know. I'm sort of sad that I'm stiff. It's sort of a sad stiffness. I'm stiff in sadness. I'm stiff within my sadness. I'm sad about my stiffness. Whatever. You get it.
I'm very concerned about celebrity chef Paula Deen because her recipes are like a suicide note.
Y'all, we're gonna be making some sweet dreams of little balls of butter, shortening, Crisco, fatback, cracklings, blubber, suet, margarine, mayonnaise. Each day I wake to a fresh nightmare. The pain is too great. Gonna roll in some granulated sugar, powdered sugar candy, candy corn, gummy snakes, Mentos, cookies, some nerds. Don't look for me. I've made a plan and I will follow through with it. Gonna drizzle that in some hot fudge, heavy cream, whipping cream, sour cream, ice cream, cake batter, peanut butter. Egg. Bon appetit and goodbye.
I have been severely depressed lately. No, I don't do it for pity. I enjoy being depressed. Being depressed is cool, man. Being troubled, you know, like James Dean. Chicks like that. They look at you and they go, if I could just reach him, if I could just change him, if I can bring happiness to them. And you're going, as long as you bring the breast along with that, I'm here for you to help and assist in any way that your breast can comfort me. It's amazing how just visual the males are. You know, women truly are the higher beings because they fall in love with their concept of the man. They fall in love with the inside of the man. Women, I read Cosmo and things like that. Women go, he talks to me. He looks at me when he's talking. He's interested in the things I'm interested in. In other words, women fall in love with the inside of the man, and men, we fall in love with the outside. Because if the outside isn't pleasing, we're not going inside. The goal of going inside is, that's the goal, isn't it? You know, eventually we'll fall in love with the patio on the outside, but inside has to be nice.
And then you gotta fly with people. That's the worst. On the way out here, this woman gets on the plane with a cat. And the cat had this little orange vest on it. It's the therapy cat. I don't know what that is. I've never seen one before. Was that where we're at as a species? I can't get through my day without my therapy cat. He calms me down. I'm going, yeah, I get it, lady. Being a grown-up blows, huh? You don't think we all want something furry to pet when things get hairy? But you're in an airplane, you lunatic. Okay? And if the 9 prescription pill bottles in your purse ain't getting you there, I hardly think the therapy cat. I love animals. I would never drag a cat onto an airplane. I'm talking about an animal that freaks out over a vacuum cleaner. I mean, how the hell do you think he's going to handle a 747? Sure enough, the plane takes off, the cabin decompresses, the poor cat starts losing his shit. I'm like, lady, I'm not telling you this, but your therapy cat's having a nervous breakdown. Oh, sure, you're fine. Your therapy cat's having a conniption. What's he got? A therapy mouse? CNI chicken? And for those little goats and tiny ponies run up and down the aisle between the beverage service. Everybody feels good. Flying to Los Angeles. Hey, it's an airplane. It's not Noah's Ark, all right? We relax with the animals on the airplane. It's kind of ridiculous. A couple weeks ago, we got thrown off American Airlines flight. She had an emotional support pig. A pig. They made it all the way onto the aircraft. I mean, we're checking in with the pig. Nobody Nobody saying anything. You're going through TSA with the pig. That's fine. Bring him through. I gotta take off my shoes, but the pig's okay. Lady was in Denver trying to go on a plane with an emotional support peacock. See that in the news? Yeah, how long before someone gets on a plane with a 36-gallon aquarium? Excuse me? Pardon me? These are my comfort fish. They keep me calm when I fly. Got to do, we hit a little bit of turbulence. Next thing you know, we're all in the middle of a wet t-shirt contest having sushi for lunch because you're afraid to fly, you pussy. You know what I mean? Suck it up a little bit. Jesus, we're all afraid to fly. I'm afraid to fly. The pilots are afraid to fly. You know why? Because we're not supposed to fly. We're land-based mammals. Maybe that has something to do with your anxiety.